Hey guys and girls, so this is a quick video on the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer reveal. So I watched the Xbox conference, Microsoft conference, whatever you want to call it, yesterday evening, British time. And yeah, it's a little bit of my reactions, what I thought about it. So not really been a huge Call of Duty fan. Probably for me, the best kind of Call of Duty multiplayer has always been and always will be Black Ops 2. But really with Call of Duty Ghosts, I kind of got bored of it. But I will say that the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare has actually got me interested, and it does actually look good. So there are a couple of new features in there that look cool. So a few returning features. We've got a hard point, which is making a return. So that's cool. That's one of my favorite multiplayer kind of game modes. Love that. Also kill streaks and perks are back, and one of the new features which looks really cool and I really like is the new co-op kill streak, which is kind of awesome. So you can actually get in with a friend, and it looks like very similar to like Battlefields. You can kind of control like an aerial kind of helicopter or turret or whatever it will be, and your friend can get in there with you, and yeah, it looked pretty cool when they were showing it. The 13 pick customization is also there. That was 10 pick in Black Ops 2, but it's back in Advanced Warfare, and that looks cool. So plenty of customization there to add weapons, armor, equipment, perks, kill streaks, those kinds of things. So that looked pretty cool. The whole customization of your character looked awesome. It looked really nice, actually. I love the design of the characters. They look really cool, really futuristic, really varied, so that was kind of fun. They have this new kind of virtual mode, a virtual lobby, I think they called it, which is where you can actually see other players' loadouts and customization. So that's cool, I guess, if you want to show off your character. Suppose it could be useful in terms of strategy if you're going to check what your competition's set up as and what they're going to be doing in the game that you're playing with them. There's also the virtual kind of gun range that you can check out too. That looked kind of awesome. That's very good if you've got like a new weapon loadout and you're really not sure about the weapon and you want to test it or try it out, because there's nothing worse than jumping into a game with a new weapon, getting into it, and then finding out that it is not what you thought, and other players just punishing you before you can get used to it. So yeah, the virtual range looks kind of cool. So yeah, so those were some of the new features, but the biggest new addition definitely to this has got to be the exoskeleton. This seems to be a trend that's happening in a lot of multiplayer games at the moment. Look at Titanfall, look at Destiny. Right now it's all about verticality, and the style of multiplayer has changed significantly, and it looks like this is the way it's going. No longer you're gonna have just straight horizontal boring walking multiplayer where the person with the fastest gun actually wins. It's actually going to be very different. It looks kind of cool, really fast, and it looks like the movement is kind of awesome. So you can strafe and you can jump into windows. They showed a really cool, kind of cheeky move actually, where one guy had somebody chasing him and sort of did a kind of loop the loop sort of maneuver, like a dogfight style. That looked kind of cool. So yeah, so the exoskeleton looks good. The movement looks pretty sweet, pretty quick, but it does look like it's going to be tricky to actually get to grips with it. I'm sure it'll be quite a steep learning curve, but Titanfall was kind of the same, and I really enjoyed that game, so looking forward to checking it out. The exoskeleton actually also has abilities as well. You have your riot shield, they have cloak, which I suppose is to be expected, though personally I'm not a huge fan of cloaking in multiplayer games. It's kind of a pain for me. I don't really like it. People that just use cloak, I'm not a big fan of it. They also showed some other kind of cool moves. One of them, which looked really badass, which was kind of like a like a rocket, like a launcher, and you could actually use it to like deflect grenades and things, but also you could use it to shoot grenades, EMP grenades, frag grenades, and also one of them was like this ability to tag different players in the opposing team. It just looked really badass, and that's probably the thing that the ability that I'm going to be using the most, because it just looked awesome. New game mode as well, which they did actually show, was called Uplink. That looked kind of cool. It's like this ball that you throw around. So it did look interesting. It's kind of like playing like an NFL, you know, like American football, just throwing the ball down the multiplayer court and going, go long, go long. It looked crazy actually, so it's going to be interesting and see people like jumping through the kind of circular thing that you have to, the target or goal that you have to aim for, and I'm sure people are going to be doing like lots of like touchdown references and stuff like that. But yeah, so that kind of looked cool. They showed a couple of the maps which looked interesting. One of them, they actually showed sort of dynamic battlefields. They showed this big, huge tidal wave, which you had to use your exoskeleton to get above. And, you know, one of the abilities you got is hover. It just looked cool. So I will say that, you know, the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare looks pretty cool. I like the fact that they've shaken it up, and it does look like they're taking Call of Duty in a very, very new direction. So I am interested in it. I don't know if I'm going to pre-order, to be honest. I'm not sure. I've kind of been burned with Call of Duty games before in the past and bought them and then been disappointed. So we'll see. But for those of you that are interested, if you do pre-order this game, they have a new offer, which is called, what was it? It was 0 hour or something, I forget anyway. But if you pre-order it, basically means that you can get the game a day in advance, and that also comes with so you can get it on the 3rd of November because it comes out on the 4th, and that also includes like lots of special weapons, mods, a special exoskeleton, customizable exoskeleton, and double XP, which is really cool for those of you that do want to kind of get a one-up on leveling up before your friends join you on the 4th. So yeah, so overall, it looked interesting. It actually got me a bit psyched for it. It did look interesting. The trailer was kind of cool. And yeah, I am definitely interested in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So what do you guys think? Did you get to see the conference? Did you check out any of the trailers? Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you going to buy Call of Duty Advanced Warfare? What was the most exciting part for you? Please share below. All right, have a great day, guys and girls. Take care and happy gaming. Yeah.